Assalamu alaikum students. Welcome to APSEC's online support program. Today our topics under discussion are determiners and verb plus ing or to from Unit 2 Clean and Green. The resources required are textbook, workbook, notebook, pencil and a blue gel pen. Introduction. In this lesson, the students will learn about determiners and how they, that is all of, both of, each and every are used in their sentences. And also they will be able to learn where to use verb plus ing or verb plus to in their sentences. But first, thought of the day. It's hard to beat a person who never gives up. As the thought says it quite clearly that we must not give up hope and have a positive attitude towards life, then no one has a chance of beating us in whatever we want to achieve. So students, stay focused and never give up. Our objectives for today are: students will be able to learn the rules to consider while doing determiners, when and where to use all, both, each and every, the rules to consider while using verb plus ing or to in their sentences and when they are used. Let's start with determiners. Now there are many types of determiners, but here we will be doing 4 of them. That is all or all of, both of, every and each. Let's start with all. When all is used with a noun, that is, all plants need water, we mean all plants in general. But if we are using all with of, we will also use the. For example, all of the plants in the garden died. Here we are talking about plants in particular. When all of is used with object pronouns, we will use it like this in our sentence. That is, all of them were at the party, or all of us were at the party. That can also be used. When all is used in the middle of a sentence, we will say, we all went to the event. They were all happy. And when all is used with a time expression, for example, we worked all day. Susan slept all morning. So here we are talking about a time. And when all is not used, we use everything or everybody. For example, everything is big in the US. We will not say that all is big. Similarly, everybody was there. We will not use all, as all were there will be incorrect. Now let's talk about both. Now both refers to two people or object. For example, both these boys are brothers. Hold the book with both hands. Both is also used to link two adjectives. For example, he is both smart and resourceful. They are both tired and hungry after shopping. Both is also used to link two nouns. For example, both Alice and Susan have to comply with the rules. I used to like playing both football and basketball when I was young. It is also used before a plural noun. For example, both families are worried about their children. We should learn both languages. when we use both, we drop the. For example, both businessmen are wealthy. We will not use the before the businessman, which will be incorrect. Now, when we talk about both of, when both is used with an object pronoun, that is you, us, or them, the preposition of is added before that pronoun. For example, the teacher is always looking at both of us. Only both will not be used here. This job will be good for both of you. We will not write both you. It is also used with plural noun with determiner the. For example, both of the businessmen are wealthy. You also remember the previous example that we did? Here, with the, both of will be used. Students thought both of the exams were difficult. So now you see the difference here. Now let's talk about every. Now every refers to all in one collectively. We use every to talk about things collectively as a group more than individually. It is not used for two things. It means a large number and is used with singular noun. For example, every house on the street looks the same. It can also be used for how often something happens. For example, I take a break every 2 hours. But if we talk about each, it refers to each and every one in the group. We use each to talk about the individual members of a group as separate items. And it is also used for two things or more. Each is usually for a small number and is used with singular noun only. Each house on the street has a different number. It is also used with you, us, or them. For example, she gave each of us a small gift. So each and every individual of a group is mentioned. Let's take a look at some examples. Now in each, we talk about each and every person in a group. So each individual item has a number. I gave each of the boys an apple. Here we are talking about every boy in that particular group. Each man is the architect of his own fate. And the examples of every man has his own habit. A golden key opens every door. We are talking about collectively. Every failure one meets with adds to one's experience. Now I hope determiners are very much clear to you. For task 1 of today, from your textbook, you will be doing page 28, exercise 3 in your school notebooks, and from workbook, page 19, exercise 1 that you will be doing in your workbook. Now let's come towards verb plus ing or to. Now there are some verbs like enjoy, hate, finish, practice, and be. Now with some verbs, we will be using verb plus ing. For example, with enjoy, verb ing will be used. That is, we enjoy playing cards. we will not be using an infinitive with such a verb. That is, we cannot say that we enjoy to play cards. Similarly, I enjoy reading will be the correct sentence. I enjoy to read will not be used. He enjoys going to the cinema, which is the correct one. He enjoys to go to the cinema will not be used. Now, with some verbs like help, want, hope, plan, decide, learn, agree, the verb to plus the infinitive is used. For example, the students studied very hard to pass the exams. This will be the correct one. We will not say that the students studied very hard passing the exams. So you will know with which verb to plus the infinitive is used. Another example would be, she plans to go to the exhibition. This is the correct one. We will not say that she plans going to the exhibition. This will be incorrect. Now with some verbs like love, start, begin, continue or prefer, both verb plus ing and to plus the infinitive can be used. For example, this has caused the polar ice caps to start to melt at a much faster rate. And we can also say this sentence as, this has caused the polar ice caps to start melting at a much faster rate. So you can see that with some verbs, both ing and to plus the infinitive can be used. Another example, a very simple one. I like to eat chocolate and I like eating chocolate. So with like, both ing and to plus the infinitive can be used. So I hope this verb is very much clear to you now. For your task 2 of today, from your textbook, page 30, exercise 1, you will be doing in your school notebooks. And from workbook, page 18, exercise 1 and 2 in your workbooks. Let's have a quick recap. We have learned how to use determiners in our sentences. We have also learned to use all of, both of, each and every in our sentences. When to use verb plus ing or verb plus to and the infinitive in our sentence. I hope this lecture was very much beneficial for you. Good luck with your work, students. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.